We're very excited to be with all of you today at this groundbreaking event and as members of the Global Legal Blockchain Consortium and this community. I'm Nita Sanger, the Global Head of Innovation for Wolters Kluwer's Legal and Regulatory Division, and with me is my colleague, Tina Weilu, who focuses on legal and regulatory within the US firm. Today, we wanted to talk to you a little bit about what our Wolters Kluwer's Legal and Regulatory Division's views on the impact of the blockchain on the legal profession. Share some areas where Wolters Kluwer, the L&R division, is going to be focusing on. Highlight some issues that we think are going to need to be resolved before the blockchain can be more widely adopted in the legal profession. And then demo to you the use of the blockchain to verify the integrity of a digital transaction, leveraging one of our solutions, eFacts, which is a global solution, which is a global workflow solution for corporate legal departments. So just to give you some context, a little bit about Wolters Kluwer. We bring about 200 years of expertise across the globe, and we are a leading provider of information services and software solutions to professionals in a number of areas: tax professionals, healthcare, legal, and compliance. We are here today as members of the Legal and Regulatory Division, where we focus on providing information and solutions to the legal and compliance professionals. And we are a very strong leader in a number of different parts of the world. The way we approach innovation is very much driven by understanding our customers' needs, identifying what their pain points are, and then working to solve for those pain points. All the solutions we tend to create are very much driven by working closely with our clients and co-creating them so that whatever we create has the most value to our customers. So when we explore and invest in technologies, we do that with only one focus in mind: to make a difference to our customers. As we look at blockchain, we know that it's a single source of truth, which is critically important in any profession, but more so in the legal profession. What blockchain allows is to provide transparency and accountability and improve efficiency and accuracy. But at the same time, when it's doing that, what it also ends up doing is helping drive productivity, which is really, really critical. As the legal professionals within law firms and in corporate legal departments are facing a lot of pressure to improve their productivity and to deliver higher value services. There are a number of uses of blockchain, and we've divided them into two broad categories: record keeping and transactions. Where we in Wolters Kluwer are looking at, we're focusing more on the record keeping aspect, which is in two broad categories. One is proof of ownership, and it could be real estate, digital, IP, and then looking at identity or verification of identity, and in things like proof of existence and smart identity. We are keeping our eye on smart contracts, which may be in the transactional space, but we think it's a really critical area, and we see smart contracts as an extension of the existing contract process, not as a replacement. However, we believe that the commercial application of smart contracts still needs to further evolve before it can actually become applicable. And as we said, blockchain technology is really powerful and has the potential to transform how legal professionals work. And we're very optimistic about it. In the near term, though, we think that the legal application of blockchain technology may still be a little bit away. And some of the reasons we say that is because we think there are some issues that need to be addressed. And these issues, we are going to highlight some of the issues, and these by no means are like a complete set of issues. They are data privacy. We know that GDPR has become really big, not just in Europe, but in the rest of the world as well. And the blockchain still need to determine what privacy rules are going to apply. How would the blockchain implement a right to be forgotten request? Who would own the IP that sits on the blockchain? There's a lot of content that's going to be there. Who's going to own that? If there is going to be a dispute, which laws are going to apply, the laws of which country, especially given that transactions take place across multiple jurisdictions? And then the last, but certainly not the least, is the need for common standards and regulations. This would be very much easier if there was a single dominant body that was, oh, did I just go past that? Sorry. Oh, apologies. The computer seems to be moving by itself. So it would be very much easier if there was a single body that was actually driving this, or there was a government organization. But that in some ways it's very much fundamentally against what the concept of a blockchain, which is why consortiums like this one become really, really important, where you bring together a group of players from different, who are all part of the industry to actually help set the standards. So where are we as Wolters Kluwer going to focus our attention on? And what I would say is we're still at the exploratory stage on that. Where we're going to look at for blockchain applications are going to be driven by our customers' needs. And then where we think blockchain would be best suited to address those needs. And then we'd also very interested in seeing how we work together as a community as part of the Global Legal Blockchain Consortium. What blockchains will be used, who will sponsor them, how will we work together. With that being said, there are certain areas where we're spending a lot of our time and attention on. And all of these, again, aligned with where our customers' needs are. We're looking at things like the veracity of e-courts and e-justice filings, how to secure document exchange, looking at validation of tax returns, and then verifying the integrity of a digital entity or transaction. With that, I wanted to sort of show what we're going to be talking about today in much more detail is going to be verifying the integrity of a digital transaction. And what I'm going to do now is hand it over to my colleague Tina, who's going to show you a proof of concept where we are doing that, verifying the integrity of a digital transaction using eFacts, which is our workflow solution for corporate legal departments. With that, Tina, could I hand this over to you, please?
So eFacts is a global product solution for Wolters Kluwer. It's a legal matter management system that's been developed specifically for the small to mid-size corporate legal department. It allows a department to manage all of their legal information, so all of their contracts, entities, compliance matters, IP, real estate, what have you. It all can be searched, stored, tracked, and reported on for that organization. Our customers tell us that they've increased their productivity after adopting eFacts by improving collaboration across the business, as well as being able to retain control over who has access to what. The powerful reporting also allows the legal department to be able to monitor, manage, and mitigate both their corporate and their legal risk. It's very easy to adopt, and it's easy to scale. So as the department grows, they can empower the organization to make sure that it's both legally and commercially savvy. We're going to show you a proof of concept today that takes you through Simon, an eFacts user, who wants to execute a non-disclosure agreement with Frank, not an eFacts user, and make sure that it is verified through the Integra blockchain.
Simon is a user of eFacts, a workflow solution by Wolters Kluwer, which his company uses to generate documents, send them to his customers for their signature, and then store them. Simon wants to use the eSign functionality within eFacts, as he knows that authenticity and integrity of the documents are verified on the blockchain and can be used as proof in case of any issues that may arise with Frank and his company in the future. Simon navigates to the NDA document he has prepared and intends to send to Frank. Frank, Simon's counterpart, is not an eFacts user, and he does not need to be. He will be able to sign the document using any standard web browser, Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, or any other of his choice. Now let's move over to Frank's desktop, where he gets the message from Simon. He sees a notification that there is a package there from him that he needs to read and sign. He clicks on the link, which opens the website and sees the details of the request with the timestamp. At the bottom of the message, he sees the blockchain verified logo. This means that there is a blockchain hash for this specific document. He wants to verify that the hash is the same on the document as on the blockchain. He clicks onto the logo and sees the blockchain ID and the message that it is verified. To confirm that the hash is the same on the blockchain, Frank copies the URL and checks the information on the blockchain. He verifies the date and the time that the material was sent and compares the hash with the one on his document. Frank then goes back to his document, which he has downloaded onto his computer. He clicks on the document and uses a standard utility to see the hash and compares it with the one on the blockchain. He's now satisfied that the hash on his document and on the blockchain are one and the same, and he can be assured that the document has not been tampered with since it was uploaded from eFax. So now that he is assured of the authenticity of the document, he can close the verification screen and open up the document to review it. After Frank has reviewed the document, he sees the e-sign box that he has to fill in. At this point, he has the option to select what style his signature should be in and can even scribble his own. He can now use this to sign the NDA, and when he clicks on the name box, his name gets filled in. Once he clicks the Finish button, the signed document is now sent back to Simon. Simon has received a notification that Frank has sent him the signed document. Simon goes into eFax and opens up the document to verify the signature. The transaction is now complete. Both Simon and Frank are satisfied that they have documents that have been verified by the Integra blockchain. The verified contract decreases both their companies' risk by providing integrity, authentication, and non-repudiation.
The blockchain verified e-signature document serves both parties as it decreases their risk by providing authenticity, integrity, and immutability of the document. This is a proof of concept, and we will continue to work with our clients to ensure that we're meeting their needs. With that, I'll turn it back to Nita.
Thank you. Thank you. With that, and I have Jay telling me that we don't have too much time, so I wanted to say thank you very much. We still continue, we believe that the blockchain is a very powerful technology and will have a significant impact on the legal profession. And we look forward to sort of continuing to work with our customers to actually determine the areas where they would want to focus on and understand their pain points and needs. I do see you. And to deliver technology with impact. So thank you. We're very excited to be part of this community, and I would love to answer questions, but I think I'm running out of time, so I'm happy to talk to you afterwards. All right, thank you so much. Take care.